Hey guys, Rob Moses here, and today I'm talking about two lenses, the Nikon 50mm 1.8D and the Nikon 50mm 1.4D. Now, both great lenses. 50mm is my personal favorite. I shoot it probably 75% of the time, so either one is a good choice, but we're going to take a closer look at these two today. Now, we'll start with the 50mm 1.8D. Now, the build quality of this is rather bad. It's really plasticky. At least it has a metal mount, unlike the Canon 50mm 1.8, which has a plastic mount. So that's got that going for it. Also has a bit of rubber on the focus ring here, so build quality wise, it's pretty shabby, but better than the Canon counterpart anyways. Now, as far as build quality goes on the 50mm 1.4D, now it's just light years ahead. I mean, not light years ahead, it's an old lens, but I mean, it is a much better build quality. It's plastic, but it's like a tough plastic. It doesn't feel like it's just gonna fall apart. The focus ring, however, on this particular version is, it's not very good. It's kind of like a plasticky one. I think they stopped making this one in around 95 and came out one with a rubber ring. And if you look up the 50mm 1.4D on Nikon's website, that is the current version. It looks just like this, but it's got a better focusing ring. And this one has a distance scale. I don't know how many people are really using distance scales these days, but no, it's there, so whatever. Now, let's get into image quality. Image quality on both of these lenses is great. Now, this is the thing why I like 1.4 is because, even though 1.4 is usually a little soft, compared to like you're shooting at 1.8 or 2 or whatever, you can't gather more light in the post, but you can sharpen in the post. So I look at it that way. Now, I'll show you some examples of both lenses. Here's a shot that I took with this 50mm 1.8, and you can kind of get a feel for what it looks like. So you can see straight away that the background's blurred out nicely, the photo's contrasty, and the focus point is relatively sharp. And here's the 1.4. Now instantly I can see that the background blur is smoother and all around more pleasing to the eye. However, in this particular photo, the in-focus point isn't quite as sharp as with the 1.8. Now I'll show you a picture with the 1.8 versus the 1.4 shot with the exact same settings. Now here's a shot with the 1.8 shot wide open at 1.8 and then the 1.4 also at 1.8. Now you can instantly see that the background blur is a lot smoother and just better all around, even though both photos were shot with the exact same settings. Now here's another close-in shot just so you can see the difference with a fast cut. Better bokeh, easy to tell. Alright, so we'll do another little example here, and I'll start off with the 51.8. I'll just take a picture of this lens cap here and do it at arm's length and see what we get. So here's the 1.8. All right, now we'll do the exact same photo with the 1.4. Here's that one. Now I should probably talk about the price because that's an important factor when buying a lens. Now this 1.8 you can get used for $80 to $100, no problem. And just look on Craigslist or something, you're not gonna have trouble finding it. This one you're probably looking at more like $200 to $250. I got this particular lens for $160, which is an insane deal, and you're probably not gonna find that, so don't expect it. But you can get one for $200, I'm sure. Well worth the money. So as you can see, both lenses provide great results. Now, one might be a little bit sharper, but one has better bokeh. I don't know, you gotta kind of decide what's more important to you. For me personally, I can always sharpen after the fact. You can't make the bokeh more smooth, creamy, whatever you want to call it. You can't gather more light in the post. So for me, a little sharpen tool, it's not such a big deal. Besides, people don't look at your picture at 100% zoomed in. You know what I mean? They're just looking at it normal. Well, I mean, some people do. Hey, I do it sometimes too. Anyways, for me, clear winner. 50mm 1.4 is gonna win every single time. But whatever you choose, I'm pretty sure you'll be happy with it. hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.